just a couple real quick, important tips to show you for your project. And so I'm going to just jump right into it so we can make this really quick. First off, I'm not sure if I showed you, so I'm going to make sure I remember the flip horizontal. So, for instance, if I use a shape like the drawing, I love the curve shape. So you remember, you click where you want it to start, and then wherever you want it to curve, you click again, and it can curve and curve, and I'm clicking and clicking, and that's really great. And I'll just double click and stop it right there. Now, of course, if I click off and then click back on it, I can Control C to copy and Control V to paste. And this just this technique alone is often worth its weight in gold, because sometimes you just want something perfectly symmetrical and you're making a pattern or something like that. Or you can grab the tool up on top and rotate it a bit, and maybe make some kind of cool something like that, or whatever you want to do. But one thing you may not know is, if you click on it and highlight the shape that you want, underneath the rotate tab way up here, the rotate tab, click on that, and you can go ahead and either flip it vertical or flip it horizontal. I'm going to flip this thing horizontal. And what that does for you is it gives you the opportunity to make, I'll pull this over here like that. Sometimes you might need to make something that's totally symmetrical. Flipping horizontal is a great way to do that. Another thing I wanted to show you too is, and I'm going to keep it just for this project alone. Of course, that I don't know if I showed you the arrows on here, but the shape arrows are pretty intuitive to use. If you ever wanted to use like one of the stars and banners or something, the shift click works for that as well. So if I want it to be oval and I'm okay with that, I don't have to shift click. But if I want it to be, I can make it like this, or if I hit shift, it'll be perfect like that. And by the way, this is kind of cool if you're ever making a certificate. When I highlighted it and Control C and then Control V it right on top, I can line this baby right up on top of each other, and then rotate it, and then doesn't it look cool? You must admit. And the other thing over here, this is really important, the pages. So when you make Frosty, draw him on page 1, and you can turn him in right with the other one. So I'm just going to right mouse click down here and insert a blank page. That's where your second project goes. Right mouse click, insert a blank page. That's where the third project goes, and that kind of stuff. So the ones, and then when you go to submit it, you're going to go File, Save As, and you're going to save it as drop this guy down. You're going to save it as a PDF. See that? Save it as a PDF. That way it's just easier on my side when you go to turn it in. So turn in the PDF. That way I don't have to open up Publisher every time. That's a pain in the rump. So there are the tips. Flip horizontal, flip vertical. You're going to find you're going to use that a whole lot. And all the page additions as well. Thank you, and I'm going to sign